Hello guys, and welcome to today. Today is the second day of the Ashtanga. So we will be seeing Sun Salutation B, and basically this is another one of the core elements of the Ashtanga series. Basically always start with Sun Salutation A and B. Quite simple. So coming to your mat in Samastiti for the opening prayers. So toes together, heels either together or just lightly apart. Everything is engaged, thighs, glutes, hips, lower abdomen. Inhaling the sternum and shoulders up and back, creating that straight energy channel of a body. Bringing your hands to your heart center, closing your eyes, and deeply inhaling for 3 ohms. Deeply inhaling and exhaling as you bring your hands to the side of your body and slowly and gently open up your eyes. So coming to the top of your mat, getting ready for Sun Salutation B that is quite similar to A, just a little bit of a difference. First off, starting with inhaling directly into Utkatasana, which is chair pose. So inhaling to chair pose and exhaling to forward bend. Inhaling, looking up, jumping or stepping back to Chaturanga, and then inhaling for upward dog. Always trying to keep the synchronization of your breath and the movement. Exhaling for downward dog. And then here's when it really gets different. You're gonna turn in your left heel, bring your right foot in between your legs, in between your hands, and lift up for Warrior One. Keeping that same inhale, and as you exhale, bringing your hands down, going back to Chaturanga, inhaling for upward dog, exhaling back for downward dog. Once again, turning in your right foot. Your left foot goes directly in between your palms, coming up as you inhale, holding a strong Warrior One. As you exhale, going back to Chaturanga, and coming up in upward dog, and then exhaling to downward dog. Now downward dog here, we're holding for 5 deep breaths. Always verifying your arches are turned up, your hands are all on the ground, every fingertip is where the weight is so that you don't hurt your wrists. Scapulas are pushing away from each other, and always bringing your bum higher and higher. And then inhale, coming up, either jumping or stepping to the top of the mat. And as you exhale, going completely into forward fold. And then once again, coming up, inhaling in Utkatasana, chair pose. And exhaling to Samastiti. Taking a deep breath in and out. And coming to a seated position for today's pranayama. So, as you can see, Sun Salutation B is a little bit more activating than Sun Salutation A, which is why we start with the A 3 to 5 times, B 3 to 5 times. Again, if you just want to do this every day, 10 to 20 times, that's what my self-practice was as a teacher at the very beginning. I would do Sun Salutation Hatha version, Sun Salutation A, Sun Salutation B, each one about 5 to 12 times each, depending on how I felt. And it would be a full hour practice. Full hour practice, I would feel like my body was aching, and it took me pretty much no mental there wasn't any mental resistance, right? Because you don't have to figure things out. You just do the sun salutations, and they make you feel very, very good. There's huge health benefits to them. As you can see, you're up, down, bending, backward bend. You've got everything basically in that little mini sequence. So now you're totally prepared already just with sun salutation. So grounding into seated position. Making sure your back is straight, shoulders up and back as well. The abdomen should be just very slightly engaged so that you're not pouching like this, right? So just engage, not that you're trying to hold it either. Making sure that your spine and your lumbar are protected. Grounding into your deep belly breathing. Breathing deeply into the belly, through the nose, and exhaling as well through the nose. If ever you feel as you inhale deeply, you want to exhale from the mouth, especially with an audible sound, feel free to do so. As we breathe into the belly, activating the parasympathetic nervous system, we are allowing the body to release the tension. We are allowing the body to rest, digest, relax, and more importantly, heal. This is where healing takes place. And let's be honest, with the life we live, everyone needs some healing, right? Unless you've already spent years and years on end meditating away your childhood traumas, you probably need some healing. And now bringing your awareness up to your heart center. Moving your breath from your lower abdomen to your chest. However, not making it shallow breaths as we normally do during the day. But deeply breathing into your heart center and feeling the expansion. And as your heart center expands, bring your awareness and your attention, your focus, your mind's eye towards something for which you are grateful. And remember that there is no need to be judgmental towards what you are grateful for. There's no too little or too big things. You can even be grateful for having a pinky toe. And sometimes that's where the most beneficial form of gratitude can come from. Something we take for granted. Oftentimes, the things that we can be most grateful for are the things that we do take for granted. oftentimes, if ever it's difficult to find gratitude, as it's not a habit, or it's not something that you're used to, simply taking a look at your body, and you can realize that you have right there on you, of you, millions of reasons to be grateful. And it can bring you to the core gratitude of just breathing, being alive. Bringing your hands to your heart center in prayer position, I invite you to close off today's practice with me. 3 Oms, Shanti, 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 Hari Om. If you are chanting, try to feel the vibration in your chest if the chanting comes from your stomach and not from the throat. If possible, the Oms, you should feel the vibration in your chest. Deeply inhale. Shanti, 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 Hare Om. Bringing your hands behind your back, grabbing your wrist, inhaling as you open up your chest, and exhaling as you bow down, bowing down to yourself, bowing down to today's practice. I'd like to bow down to my pinky toe today and thank it for everything that it does that I take for granted. And as you inhale, coming back up, keeping your eyes closed and your back straight, bringing your hands to the front, rubbing your palms together, creating the heat inside your palms. And then placing your palms directly on your eyes where the fire meets the fire. Deeply inhaling and exhaling. As you slowly and gently open up your palms inside your hands. And gently and slowly let the lights come in as you bring your palms away from your face, looking into your hands and then coming back into the room. Thank you guys so much for today's practice. Gonna be honest with you, I'm in this little hotel room. I am traveling as always. The camera looks super crooked. I looked fine when I was over there, and as I came here, I was like, oh, this looks super crooked. So if ever today's practice was a little bit crooked, sorry for that. And I'm really, really looking forward to hearing, though, how you felt in the Sun Salutation B. If you've got any questions, obviously I will now be going into pose by pose of the Sun Salutation. So we'll be seeing more in detail what is Chaturanga, how to do a proper Chaturanga, all of its modifications, etc., as well as Warrior One, chair pose, etc., etc. So we're going step by step with these daily practices. Let me know how you're feeling and your second day of gratitude. I'm excited to see a difference in your default mechanism of happiness and gratitude. Cheers.